French fried corn dogs are my favorite of all the newer Korean street foods. Korean corn dogs are usually made with a yeasted batter by combining warm water, sugar, and yeast and letting it sit for a couple minutes before mixing. Add salt and flour, mix until smooth, and set aside to rise for 1 hour. Cut a potato into small cubes and soak them in water, then skewer your favorite hot dog or sausage links. I like these thicker and dewy sausage links, and I want cheese and sausage in every single bite, so I'm wrapping cheese slices around it. Drain and pat the potatoes dry, toss them in cornstarch and a pinch of salt, then lay some panko breadcrumbs next to them. The batter should be doubled in size by now. Dip the skewer into it using a twisting motion to coat it as evenly as possible. You may need to use your fingers to move it around. Just make sure the batter isn't too thick or too thin. Roll the skewer over the potatoes first, then roll it into the panko using your hands to firmly pack it in and shape the corn dog. When you're happy with the shape, immediately fry it at 350 degrees for 4 to 5 minutes. This is the color that we're looking for, then rest on a cooling rack and top with a sprinkle of sugar, ketchup, and mustard. Next on the Mexican street food series is the Sonoran hot dog. I had these for the first time in Tucson, Arizona, and they're really good. It wouldn't be a Sonoran hot dog without some cooked beans, so I'm making frijoles de la olla, but you can use canned beans if you want. I'm using jalapeno and cheddar hot dogs, but you can use whatever weenies you like, then wrap them tightly in some bacon and cook them over medium heat. Turn the dogs over, and when enough of the bacon oil starts to come out, add some sliced onions, jalapenos, and yellow chili peppers. Once the peppers start to blister, add a garlic clove, then remove the hot dogs once they are cooked through, followed by the jalapenos, garlic, and yellow chili peppers. Then saute the onions just a little bit longer with some mustard until they are nearly translucent. Next, we're going to make our jalapeno salsa by blending the jalapenos, yellow chili pepper, garlic, some of the onions, cilantro, salt, lime juice, and a little water. Sonoran hot dogs are known for using soft bolillos as the buns, but I couldn't find them, so I just steamed some brioche hot dog buns, added the bacon-wrapped weenies with the frijoles, mayonnaise, raw tomato and raw onions, grilled onions, mustard, jalapeno salsa, and some yellow chili peppers. Sorry I can't say al pastor with the right accent, but I've been improving this recipe for a couple years and I promise you it is really good, even though you probably think I'm a no sabo kid, but just leave me alone, okay? Start by lightly browning some garlic and onions in oil, then add chile guajillo and bay leaves. When the chiles are nicely toasted and fragrant, add some water and vinegar. I like apple cider vinegar for this. Cover on low heat for 10 to 15 minutes. Meanwhile, thinly slice your pork shoulder and pound with a mallet to flatten and soften the fibers. Pour everything from the pan into a blender with chipotle and adobo sauce, achiote paste, spices, pineapple juice from a can, do not use fresh, and some chicken stock. Blend until smooth and pour through a fine mesh strainer. Keep pushing the marinade through until just the chunks are left over. You can make a salsa out of this or just throw it away. Then thoroughly mix in the pork and marinate in the fridge for 8 to 12 hours. I made a mini trompo using a thick slice of pineapple as the base and a thick skewer. Roast in the oven at 275 for 2.5 to 3 hours, basting with pan juices in the last 30 minutes. Let it rest for 10 minutes, then begin slicing and finish on the stove with some sliced onions and pineapple. There are only 2 recipes left for the Mexican street food series. What do you think they're going to be? Today I'm making some fried gorditas, and this is going to go fast, so try to keep up. For the filling, I'm making carne asada, so start by roasting garlic cloves and grinding it with salt, then add onions, cilantro, olive oil, orange and lime juice, vinegar, these spices, and mix well. I like skirt steak, but you can use flap or flank and marinate in the fridge for 2 hours. For the dough, you'll need maseca, all-purpose flour, baking powder, and salt. Mix well, then slowly add more water until it forms a soft dough. Split that into 8 pieces, then make a pocket to stuff them with cheese. Then seal to form a ball and flatten them out to about an 1/8 inch thick. Don't make them too thick or they won't puff up when you fry them. Cook the steak in a cast iron skillet with jalapenos and sliced onions. Let it rest for 10 minutes before cutting it into small pieces along with the onions and jalapenos. Now we're going to fry the gorditas for about 1 minute on each side. They should puff up, creating a pocket in the middle. If they don't, then it's too thick. You can also cook these on the comal if you don't want to fry them. Carefully cut the gorditas open while they're still hot, then stuff them with whatever you want. This one was so good with some guacamole, queso fresco, lettuce, carne asada, crema, and salsa.
Let's make Tosti Locos, a popular and fun Mexican street snack. It's so good. Jicama, mango, lime, cucumber, Mexican candy, churros, Japanese peanut. You can get this bag that has all of them. Burritos, but I don't like these. Tostitos, salsa verde chips. Cut the side of the bag open. Then add all your toppings. You can add whatever you want. There are no rules to Tosti Locos. There are so many kinds. Dora Locos, Cheetah Locos, Tequila Locos, Tosta Nachos, etc. Topped with chamoy, Valentina, cotton, and lime.
Today we're making momos. And no, we're not gonna call them dumplings, just like we don't call raviolis and empanadas dumplings, even though they are. Momos are a popular Indian street snack that came from Tibet and Nepal, which is why there are dozens of ways to make them. This is a quick and easy version using pre-made wrappers, cause I am lazy. All you do is cook your veggies, aromatics, or tofu, then tuck them into your dough and steam. For the classic spicy tomato chutney, boil dried red chilies and tomatoes, blend with soy sauce, rice vinegar, garlic, cashews if you want it thick, and let it chill in the fridge. And that's it, veggie momos.
This is odeng or omuluk. They're skewered fish cakes in a hot comforting broth, and it's one of Korea's most classic street foods. They are usually sold in carts that also sell tteokbokki. They go really well together, and I especially love drinking the broth. I will not be making the fish cake from scratch because honestly nobody really does that. I just buy them already skewered, or I get the sheets and I soak them in hot water for a few minutes to make them flexible enough to skewer without breaking. For the dipping sauce, mix together soy sauce, sesame oil, gochujang, garlic, sugar, green onions, sesame seeds, and jalapenos. For the broth, remove the heads and black innards from some dried anchovies, thinly slice some Korean radish, and dice some onions. Add them to a pot of water with some dried kelp and simmer for 20 minutes uncovered. Then remove the anchovies and kelp, cover and simmer for another 20 minutes, then strain the broth and add the radishes back in. Season with sea salt, soy sauce, and rice wine. Then add the fish cake skewers to cook in the broth for 5 to 10 minutes and finish with some chopped onion.